Hi, everybody. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. If you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up and we'll get started. Okay, so today we're doing appraisal, also known as valuation and market analysis. So I'm going to start off with this question today. Who could tell me the 4 essential elements of value? What are the 4 essential elements of value? What do you guys think? Demand, utility, scarcity, and transferability. Nice job, Nicole. Those are the 4 essential elements of value. And you can remember the word dust or stud, whatever works for you. Okay? But regardless, we got to remember those 4 essential elements: demand, utility, scarcity, and transferability. Or scarcity, transferability, utility, and demand. Okay? All right. We don't have a lot of people today. Must be everybody's going out shopping for Thanksgiving stuff. We got a small group today. All right, here we go. Which of the following would be classified as external depreciation? A, poorly maintained properties in the neighborhood. B, convenient access to schools and recreational facilities. C, a poorly designed floor plan that could be modified. Or D, a leaking roof that needs to be completely replaced. And hello, Michelle from Bakersfield. A, good. Poorly maintained properties in the neighborhood, good. External depreciation, another word you guys might be familiar with, is economic obsolescence when they're talking about this. They're talking about economic obsolescence. What is economic obsolescence? Who knows? Economic obsolescence. Economic obsolescence. Thanks, Michelle. Welcome to the webinar. Okay, factors are out of your control, like an airport. Good job, Nicole. Okay. Orientation refers to A, resistance to heat, B, structure, C, safety standards, or D, position on site. Okay, I see D, position on site. An example of functional obsolescence is A, chipping paint and other deferred maintenance, B, a decrease in the area's population. C, a 5-bedroom home with 1 bathroom. D, an unattractive curb appeal. What do you guys think? What are the different forms of obsolescence? Okay, so the answer to this one is C. Good. What are the different forms of obsolescence? What do you guys think? What are the different forms of obsolescence? Okay, so we got functional and economic. We have functional and economic. Those are the different forms of obsolescence. Functional and economic. Physical is not a form of obsolescence. Okay, has everybody got that? Physical depreciation is not a form of obsolescence. Okay, there's only 2 forms of obsolescence, economic and functional. Okay, and all of them are forms of depreciation. Physical deterioration, functional obsolescence, and economic obsolescence are all forms of depreciation. Okay, who here could define for me what is depreciation? What is depreciation? Who could define that for me? Anybody? Loss of value from any cause. Good. Which of the following approaches converts income into value? A, capitalization approach. B, market data approach. C, economic approach. Or D, cost approach. What do you guys think? Okay, capitalization approach. So to give you guys a little heads up today, I am having a little trouble with my computer today. So if there's a pause, just be patient. I'll come back. So just giving you guys that heads up. I hope nothing goes wrong. I hope nothing, but I did have a little issues with my computer today. All right, here. So always try refreshing your screen if need be. And for the new people, if your screen is blurry, remember to click on 720 HD. 720 HD, it's that little gearbox in the bottom, or you could choose that. Okay, the market value of a parcel of real estate is A, its value without improvements. B, an estimate of its future benefits. C, the amount of money paid for the property. Or D, the most probable price it should bring. What do you guys think? And just as a reminder, I will be here tomorrow at the same time. So I'm doing Saturday and Sunday because we weren't here for Thanksgiving on Thursday and Friday. Okay, so I'm here tomorrow at the same time. As for the answer here, the market value of a parcel of real estate is D, the most probable price it should bring. The general term value means A, the average use and function of an object to all people. B, the worth, usefulness, or utility of an object to someone for some purpose. C, a good buy. D, the function of an object. Good. B. Change, contribution, and substitution are some of the basic principles that affect what aspect of real estate? A, depreciation. B, value. C, demand. Or D, supply. B, value. Which of the following is the best definition of a commercial acre? A, an acre minus all residential property. B, an acre minus property that has been sold. C, the building portion of an acre after deducting for streets, curbs, and sidewalks. Or D, an acre after deducting parking. And the answer is what do you guys think? So first let me ask you guys, how big is an acre? How big is an acre? Before I click on this answer, I would like you guys to tell me, how big is an acre? Okay, so a commercial acre is then that number minus the building portion of an acre to deducting streets, curbs, and sidewalks. Great job, everybody. The major cause of a loss in value in real property is due to A, deferred maintenance, B, obsolescence, C, old age, or D, wear and tear. What do you guys think? Obsolescence. Okay, economic obsolescence. Remember, reasons for things are outside the property lines. Obsolescence. A divorce attorney hires a broker to determine the value of the property the couple owns. The broker will most likely prepare an A, broker's price opinion, B, cost approach to value, C, sales comparison approach, or D, real estate appraisal? What do you guys think? Okay, broker's price opinion. Okay, that's not the same as an appraisal. All right, does everybody understand that? That is not the same as an appraisal. An appraisal is done by a certified appraiser. Which best describes why a buyer purchases a home using the market data approach? A, buyers buy an impulse. B, buyers buy after they compare the house with others. C, buyers buy based on how much income can be derived from the other property. D, buyers buy based on a current construction cost. What do you guys think? Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? How many people did what I always counsel and did not tell people you're taking the real estate exam? For those of you guys who told all your family and friends you're taking the real estate exam, how many of them asked you, like, are you studying? Are you nervous? Are you going to be okay? Did you pass? Are you going to pass? What are you going to do? How do you feel? Are you good? Are you bad? What's happening? All right. How many of you guys entered Thanksgiving and went against my instruction and informed friends or family that you're taking the real estate exam and then got barraged with questions? Hopefully, most of you guys laid low on stealth mode. And you guys do that? I hope not. Nice job, Ann. Isn't that kind of why they say if you're going to have a baby, don't tell your family and friends that you're pregnant or your wife is pregnant until after like 2 or 3 months? Because otherwise you get drilled with questions when you're not sure of all the answers. Same logic, I think. It just causes more stress. All right, here we go. What would be most important to an appraiser in assessing the value of a vacant lot? A, highest and best use. B, how much the land is depreciated. C, market value. Or D, what the taxes would be on the property. And the answer is A, highest and best use. Who here can tell me how to figure out the gross rent multiplier? Who here could tell me how you figure out the gross rent multiplier? How do you figure out the gross rent multiplier? Hmm. Price divided by the rent. Price divided by rent. Can you guys give me an example of an annual gross rent multiplier? What would be a typical number? Like, you give me the range for an annual gross rent multiplier. So it's just price divided by rent. What do you guys think? Give me an example of an annual gross rent multiplier. Give me an example of that number. So Andrea says 110. Anybody else? Okay, so 110, 124, those are more like monthly gross rent multipliers. Those aren't annual, okay? Seems there's a little confusion on this, so let's go through it, okay? Hope you guys don't mind, but I really want you guys to understand this concept, not only so you can pass the real estate exam, so you can use it in your life as well. Let's use some easy numbers. Let's take a property that's $100,000, okay? $100,000 property. All right, everybody with me so far? $100,000 property. You may want to write this down on a piece of paper next to you. All right. Now, if that property brought in $1,000 a month, $1,000 a month, who knows what the gross rent multiplier would be? What do you guys think? It doesn't have to be exact. This isn't like really math. What do you think the gross rent multiplier would be? So you had a property, remember we said price divided by rent, right guys? Price divided by rent. So if you have a $100,000 property and it's $1,000 a month, what would the annual gross rent multiplier be? The annual, I don't think I said annual, I apologize for that. What would the annual gross rent multiplier be? Who knows? I should have phrased that a little better. I apologize. What do you guys think? All right, so the person who got this correct, all right, is David Gerard. Nice job, David. And Ashley got it as well. And I said, it may have been my fault for not phrasing this correctly, but let's just talk about this for a second. So you had the $100,000 property, bringing in $1,000 a month. When I clarified my question, I said annual gross rent multiplier. So what do you need to do to that $1,000? What do you guys think? What do you need to do to that $1,000? What do you guys think? Right? You would have to times it by 12. So then you would multiply it by 12. Okay? And then you get $12,000. So it'd be $100,000 divided by $12,000, which would bring you to 8.3. Okay, this is not math. This is just understanding the concept, okay? So I'm not too worried about your math as I'm worried about you understanding the principle here. So that would be 8.3. And logically, you could see annual gross rent multipliers would be numbers from like 7 to 20, something in that range. Obviously, monthly gross rent multipliers would be numbers around 100. Okay, like 80 to 120, things in that realm. Because obviously, if you took a $100,000 property and divided by 1,000, it would give you a number of 100, which a lot of you guys answered before. Okay, so if you think about it logically, annual gross rent multipliers are much smaller. They're from like 8 to 20. Monthly are from like 80 to 120. Does that make sense, guys? I hope it does. If you're not sure about this, please look up my video on gross rent multipliers. I go through it in pretty good detail there. So I really recommend you check that out. Okay, what is the basis of the market data approach to appraisal? A, the principle of supply and demand. B, the principle of substitution, C, the principle of highest and best use, or D, the principle of conformity? Hi, Nikki. What do you guys think? B, the principle of substitution. An acre contains approximately 40,000 square feet, 5,270 square yards, 40,560 square feet, or 1/4 square mile. All right, good. 42,560 square feet. Flip the first two, you get 3, 4, 5, 6, or add the two numbers on each side of the commas, you get 7, 11. Easy ways to remember, or you could just remember 42,560 square feet, whatever floats your boat. Everybody's going to pass, and we're all going to be super rich. And you guys start living your fantasy life for after you pass and sell real estate. You have like the new watch that you want all picked out. Okay, here we go. The term reconciliation refers to which of the following? A, loss of value due to any cause. B, analyzing and weighing the findings obtained by the different approaches to value to arrive at the final estimated value. C, separating the value of the land from the total value of the property to compute depreciation. D, the process by which an appraiser determines the highest and best use for a parcel of land. What do you guys think? B. So for me, my goal when I started was to get a Rolex. Now, I am not a shallow person. I'm not into material things, but it was just a marker that when I hit a certain mark financially through my career, I promised myself I would get it. And that was my thing. I just wanted something small that was personal to me. And all my friends said, well, we could get you a fake one that looks exactly alike. I told them it's not the same because they all think it's ridiculous to spend a lot of money on a watch. But to me, it was like getting your wife a diamond and then saying, I'll get you a much bigger diamond, but it's fake, but it's really big. It looks exactly alike. She would end up saying, no, I want the smaller ones. It's real. It's significant to me. Right, ladies? If your husband got you a huge diamond and then said, you know what, it's not real, but it looks like the real one. It's completely fake, but it's cheaper and it looks the same. It wouldn't have the same significance. So for me, that Rolex had significance to me. And for me, a lot of you guys will hear that. When you start in real estate, you want that goal, that thing, that tangible thing. You know, and sometimes getting a new house is a big thing. Just some prize to focus on. No, keep your eye on it. Yes, Ann, I did get it. I did get it. Now ask me if I ever wear it. I don't. It sits in my mom's house like a trophy. I'm afraid to wear it. So I don't know. It works for some people. It doesn't work for others. But setting that goal of just that kind of trophy thing. Maybe it's a vacation. Maybe it's a watch. I mean, things like cars and houses get way more expensive. The other thing I like the Rolex is they stand the test of time. They're not like trendy. Okay, and I hope to pass on that Rolex to my nephews one day, or kids, or things of that nature. So I want it to be special. Okay, it has to be something that treats yourself. Sorry, not to go on a tangent, guys, but for this prize, it just helps a lot of people who are independent. Just have a prize. It's not like paying bills or paying for a car. It's something that's just a true reward. Something that like you really always wanted. That's just for you. It's fun and says you did it, you got it, and I finally have it. Something you could really enjoy. All right. As you progress in your real estate career, you will obviously pay off cars and down mortgages and all that. But just think about something that's really kind of has symbolism for you, has serious symbolism for you. And write that thing, take a picture of it. And I don't know about you guys, but it helped me kind of focus on it and focus and focus. And it was just really exciting when I got it. Stuff like paying your bills, that should happen anyway. All right, when the supply decreases while demand remains the same, A, prices tend to rise. B, demand tends to drop. C, demands tend to rise. Or D, price tends to drop. And the answer is A. I get it, Michelle. You want to enjoy paying off that car. But I'm talking about when you guys make like your first $1 million, like that goal. And you've got to think like that. You guys will be able to do it. Like paying off your car, you're going to do, but there's going to come a time where you just hit a mark. Like it could be that when you first, make your first $1 million, all right, then it's like, I'm going to do something with that, something fun. And hopefully if you got to that point, you've already paid off your car and your house and all that kind of stuff. We all believe that we can make $1 million within the first 10 years doing real estate. Do we all believe that? I'm hoping we all believe you guys can make $1 million within the first 10 years. And that's what I mean. So I know you guys talking about paying off cars and houses and things of that nature, but on your way to that $1 million mark, you would have done all that. I'm talking about something fun when you finally hit that $1 million mark. Because I said, I'm kind of going the assumption that if you made $1 million, you don't still worry about your car payments. So something awesome. Okay, here we go. That's nice. Build a refugee school. I like that. Okay, the major cause of loss of value in real property is due to A, wear and tear, B, obsolescence, C, old age, or D, deferred maintenance. You guys are so practical. Where's the fun people who want to think of something fun? Just dream a little. Dream a little. Isn't there a restaurant that you never could go to that one day you want to go to, or something you want? Only live once. Okay, so obsolescence. Before, when we started this webinar, we said there's 2 forms of obsolescence. Okay, what are the 2 forms of obsolescence? Tomorrow, you guys are coming back to the webinar. I'm going to ask everybody what's their fun dream that they'll have for when they make that first $1 million from real estate. There you go, David. Thank you. There's somebody saying something fun. All right, we're starting off tomorrow's webinar with that. Your fun dream item. And my only rule is it cannot be practical. Nothing practical and boring. It has to be fun. Everybody promise? Everybody coming back tomorrow? Promise? That's how we're starting tomorrow's webinar. Something fun and not practical. Yes? Everybody give me a thumbs up. Okay. As for the question on the board, the major cause of loss in value is due to obsolescence. we said that two forms of obsolescence are economic and functional. Economic and functional. Now, there's two forms of obsolescence, but there's three forms of depreciation. Time for a new list, Michelle. We got to have that fun list too. Okay, so there's functional obsolescence, physical deterioration, economic obsolescence. "99% of your energy in your life could be dedicated towards practical things, taking care of your family, taking care of your health, taking care of your home, and making sure everything is good in your life. But 1%'s got to be just for fun. You guys got to put 1% of your energy into just enjoying the beautiful things of life. They're just fun. Just pure nonsensical fun. Maybe you guys don't agree. I don't know. All right, here we go. Next question. All the following require an appraisal except A, an FHA loan, B, a seller carry loan, C, a VA loan, or D, a new conventional loan. What do you guys think? All the following require an appraisal except B. Yeah, because that's between the buyer and the seller. It's a fancy way of just the seller lending you money. So it's whatever the two of you agree upon. All right? Do you guys get that? So it's whatever the two people agree upon. They can get it. The other ones are more by larger institutions outside of the buyer and the seller. So they'll need an appraisal. But if I want to buy a house from you and you want to lend me money, we don't need an appraisal. Is it a good idea to get the appraisal? Of course it is, but we don't need it. Ooh, Paris. That sounds nice. Definition of market value are least concerned with A, value in exchange, B, market cost, C, objective value, D, open market. What do you guys think? B, market cost. How much something costs has no relevance to its value. Okay? How much you paid for it is not relevant to its value. All right, guys, so that's it for today. We're just talking about this. We went on this tangent about motivation today only because, from my experience, the greatest thrill in life is setting a goal and achieving it. And nothing's more exciting than setting a goal and achieving it and then celebrating that achievement. Okay, and if you guys have that, it just makes life so much more enjoyable. And that's why I want you guys to have that goal. It gives you something to focus on. And when you do get it, it'll be a great day. And you do whatever it is that will help you enjoy that achievement, whether it's going to Paris, getting a watch, getting a boat, or whatever it may be. I mean, I don't know if you guys agree, but for me, the biggest thrill in life is just setting a goal and achieving that goal. All right, so tomorrow we're starting the webinar with something fun, okay? Something fun that'll motivate us to go get it. All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time. Have a great day, guys.